Hello?
Hello, this is Alex. I had reached out regarding the house.
Figured I'd try
reaching you. I had seen that one on Zillow, and I'm sorry I didn't catch your name.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you fine. Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Okay. What's up? Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying I had seen it on Zillow. It looked like something we might be interested in, and I didn't catch your name.
My name is, let me explain the situation. I listed it on isoldmyhouse.com.
Yep.
I don't know if you heard of the website.
Yep.
It's, where homeowners go and try to sell their houses without a real estate agent. That's what I was trying to do.
Right.
And I listed it, I don't know, like for 2-3 weeks, and then I took it down.
Okay. So are you still trying to get it sold, or did you decide not to sell it anymore?
Well, no. I'm gonna list it. I'm gonna list it with an agent soon. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I see.
Are you an agent?
No, I'm not an agent. We're actually investors, and we purchase properties in that area. We've offered for full retail in the past, so I would just have some questions about the house to see if it's a good fit.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, well, from the photos on Zillow, I mean, it looks like a pretty nice house, but I still like to ask. I mean, in your opinion, how would you rate the condition of the home on a scale of 1 to 10?
1 to 10, it's about 8.5.
Okay, so yeah, it seems like a nice house. Do you know how old the roof might be at this time, or if that might need to be replaced soon?
About 12 years, 13 years.
Not bad. And then is the heating system about the same?
The heating system might be 20 years, but there's no issue with it. I maintain it and clean it, and get a technician every year to look at it. So I've never had an issue with that.
Okay, sounds good. And are there any like repairs or upgrades that you think it might need at this time that we should know about?
Light repairs. Well, I did some work, but repairs. Yeah, there's something minor that needs to be done, and I might do it myself. But okay. Yeah.
All right.
That's it. There's nothing big. There's actually nothing like major that needs to be done. No.
Sounds good. So we ideally look for homes that don't need too much work. But yeah, it seems like a nice house. We like the area. Is there a particular reason that you're looking to sell?
I'm moving.
You're moving. Okay. Are you guys moving like?
Yes.
Because I have a pretty good. Oh, you're going to Florida. Okay. And what's your time frame for getting to Florida?
Whenever I sell my house and my business.
Okay. All right. Have you had this appraised recently, or what do you think it might appraise for at this time?
No, I haven't. I don't know. It might appraise for like $329, but I'm asking $349. I'm not in a rush to sell it. To be honest with you, I want to get the most money possible.
Yeah. All right. So
if you're an investment company, I don't think. I mean, you know your business better than I do, but I don't think it's a good investment opportunity for you. And I don't know, because I'm asking, more than market value. I don't know how it could be a good fit for you, but.
Yeah, that's a good point.
If you want to buy it, I'm not going to say no.
That's a good point. So as investors, we buy houses one of two ways most times. The first way, if we were to pay you all cash and close quickly, wouldn't make sense for us to pay market value because we would need to buy it at a discount and do the work and then put it back on the market. But for houses that are in like 7, 8, 9 out of 10 condition, a lot of times we are able to pay full retail for it as long as we can agree upon the rest of the terms. So let me ask, assuming we came to an agreement where we agreed on somewhere around $349, let's say, just for argument's sake, would you be open to doing that on a lease purchase or other terms?
How does that work? Explain.
So how that would work is we'd agree on a price today, so the $349 would be locked. We'd agree on a future cash out date sometime in the near future. During the term, we would make you a monthly payment, enough to cover any mortgage, interest, taxes, insurance, and we'd also take over responsibilities with maintenance and repairs so that you have no headaches during the term. So basically,
for how long? When you say for like in the near future, like for how long?
Yeah. So the shortest
how long would you make the payments for?
The shortest we could go is probably a 24-month term. And it works well as long as you can wait if you could wait a little bit for your equity. So if you need the proceeds of this house to go purchase another house in Florida, we're usually not a good fit. But if you can wait for your equity, then usually you can net more doing it that way because you wouldn't have to pay a realtor commission and we could pay top dollar for it.
Okay, so if I understand you correctly, you would pay for 24 months my monthly mortgage and fees and expenses and everything, right?
If we came to an agreement, yes, and we'll have to look at the house.
No,
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
No, of course. Assuming we came to an agreement,
Yeah.
you would lease it for 24 months, for 2 years, pay
Correct.
the monthly mortgage, expenses, everything.
Correct.
Meanwhile, do I live there or I'm out of the house?
No. What we would do on the back end is put a family in there who's going to qualify for a mortgage within a year or two. So you wouldn't.
Okay.
Yes, we would need to do that.
I would move out.
Correct.
Basically, I would move out, and you would pay me the monthly, and after 2 years, you would buy the house for the agreed upon price.
That's right. The home would cash out similar to like a traditional sale, only it's delayed.
What
so
if
that's
you
right.
don't buy it after 2 years? What if you don't buy it?
So it's going to depend on our buyers.
Clause or something there?
So yeah, if the home doesn't sell within the 2 years, because if our buyers don't cash it out within 2 years, then we can either extend it for a little bit, or that's just one option. So the 2 years is just one option. A lot of times we can guarantee a cash out within 3 to 4 years. That's a longer term. But again, that's why I'm asking. There's different options we could present to you. But if we don't buy it within the 2 years, we can either extend the term or we can renegotiate or go from there. But if you want a guaranteed cash out within a certain amount of time, usually the minimum we'll go is probably 3 or 4 years for a guarantee.
No, okay. Let's say we go 3 or 4 years. That's no problem.
Yeah.
Let's say we go 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
At the end of the 4 years or 3 years, you don't sell the house. I would like to know what the choices, the options be if you don't sell it. Do I take it back? What if I don't want to renegotiate the term? Let's say, if you don't sell it in 3 years, I want the house back. Whatever money you paid is your loss.
Correct. Yeah. So you would get the house back, but if we're guaranteeing it, then we'd use either a line of credit or we'd buy it outright somehow. Usually our buyer would cash out the home within a year or two, but if we have to do it, then we have to do it. So that's not
That doesn't sound too bad to me.
Yeah, so it sounds like you don't need the proceeds of this house to go to Florida, right? Do you already have another house over there?
Not really. Well,
Okay.
I don't need the money, but yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this could be an option. What I can do is send a couple different options. Since you're moving to Florida, usually we would take over, because with a couple options, sometimes we can assign one of our buyers over to you if you're going to be local. But if no one that you know is going to stay here, then a lot of times we can just take care of the entire process. But yeah, how we would come up with the remaining terms would depend on any current financing. So let me ask: is there currently a mortgage on the home?
Of course.
Okay. Not all the homes that we deal with have mortgages, but most of them do. So would you mind sharing as far as what the payment on that is roughly, just to see if we can cover that?
About $1,900.
And does that factor in the taxes and the insurance? Are those escrowed in, or are those separate?
Yes.
Okay, so that's part of it. That's good. And can I assume that you're current on the mortgage, on those payments?
Yes.
Gotcha. And then about how much is owed on it roughly at this time?
About $260.
Okay. So yeah, so we would lock in a price. You would expect somewhere around 40 to 50K equity in a couple years. And then our payment to you would be the 19, plus we'd take over any maintenance and repairs, as I shared earlier. But why don't we do this? Why don't I talk to my partner about it? Why don't we send you a couple options, and from there, I'm not sure if there's a good day and time to maybe come see the home to confirm its condition. But usually what we do is send you an email. You could do a little more homework on our company. We'll send you some information, and then we can book an appointment to see the house.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
So what would be a good email for you?
I'll text you my email.
Oh, you're going to text it to me? Okay. Sounds good. I appreciate your time. And once you give me that text, I should be able to email you before the end of today.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye.